Greetings, kings and queens, and welcome back to another amazing video, guys. It is that time again. It's time to start our seedlings. I have my compost in the end of February, kings and queens, and I want to start the seeds earlier this year. So I have a whole new transformation that I'm doing downstairs in the garden. I'm going to rip it all down, rebuild it again. You're going to be along with me on that journey from the beginning to the end. It's going to be separate from this video. I just want to do the seedlings, what I'm going to be doing, what kind of seedlings, and all of that good stuff like I've done in the past. I have my labels ready. Here are some extra seeds that I'm not going to be planting this year. Again, I'm going to remind you guys again, and I will put in the description box down below that if anyone wants to have any seeds free to start your own garden, get in touch with me, because I have so many and I need to get rid of them, you know, because I have so many and I want to share my wealth with you guys. These are all seeds except these two. I purchased these last year. The broccoli didn't come out good at all because I did them in planters, and it just didn't work out well. The beets worked out pretty good. These are from last year. These I didn't even open yet. These are some string beans that I had in the refrigerator, and I had to use them because it looked like they were starting to turn. So you know when you cut off the tips and then you keep the whole string part center of the string bean, that's what I used. But I sifted through the ends of the string beans and I was able to salvage these. I never planted string bean seeds when they weren't fully dry. These were from the other day and they're not fully dry yet. I still am going to plant them just to see if they sprout. We'll see what happens. So this is what we have that I'm going to be planting in this year's garden. We'll see if they all sprout. We know that we got to plant more than one seed so that we can see which one is going to germinate, which one won't germinate, so that you'll have a few to choose from if you have runts, if you have a good plant or not. Some of these you'll see that have there was a couple that I had a question mark against. I think I put them aside because some of the seeds, here's an example, let me show you. Okay, like for instance, these were from last year. These are a variety of red bell peppers and green bell peppers. I didn't take them off the stem. I put them all in a bag. You see, there's an example. There's a question mark. There's a bag inside this bag because I don't know what color it is. I don't know if it's a red pepper, green pepper, orange pepper, yellow pepper. Well, I didn't put any specifics because they all got mixed up. So these I'm going to set aside. It'll be a surprise. So these are the peppers, bell peppers, sweet peppers, Italian hot peppers. As another example, there's a mix of hot peppers, and I don't remember which hot peppers they are, if they're Scotch bonnet hot peppers, if they're chili hot peppers, if they're jalapeno peppers. I don't remember because it was just so much to do last year. I have some Jamaican pumpkin, I have cantaloupe seeds, I have mini butternut squash seeds, honeydew melon, cucumbers, calabaza. Okay, so we have Italian hot peppers. We have baby sweet peppers. We have green bell peppers, red and or green, again because I put them together as an example I just showed you before. Red bell peppers, orange bell peppers, and as I was showing you earlier with the bag of pepper seeds, I put them all together because, you know, they dried out. And I didn't remember, I didn't label them at first, and so they all dried and I didn't know which is which, so I just put them all together. Here's another example right here. These are mixed seeds of hot peppers, and I don't remember if they're Scotch bonnet, if they're jalapenos, if they're habanero, I don't, or chili peppers. I don't remember. serrano. I don't remember what hot peppers they are, but they're hot peppers. And we got the Italian hot peppers down here. Okay. And we have the lacinato kale. We have, I grew this last year too. This is the Georgia collard greens. We have black beauty eggplants. We have lots of tomatoes. I have a lot of tomato seeds still in there, but I just went through what I want to use today. So here we have the small vine ripe tomatoes, and over here we have heirloom tomatoes. They look like cherry tomatoes, but they're shaped like a pear and they're yellow. You guys remember that, right? That's in the paper towels. The reason why these seeds are in the paper towels was because I dried them off, I washed them, I dried them. You guys see the whole process of me when I clean up the seeds. I put them on paper towels. I didn't even take them off, so that's why there's... So the camera cut off. I'm not sure where it cut off, but when I do the edits, I guess I'll find out, right? So we have San Marzano tomatoes. We have the small tomatoes, the little cherry tomatoes. We have... No, these are not the... These are the ones a little bit bigger than the cherry tomatoes. They're the ones that come in clusters. Smaller than the vine ripe tomatoes. These are the cherry tomatoes. And that's what we have right now. So let's get the planting and get these going. I want to go over what I have right here. I have these small little greenhouses that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. They didn't come with these little holes in them. I put them in myself earlier today. I put them in the lid for some air and some oxygen to flow through while the lid is going to be closed. And I pricked holes all the way around, you can see. And these are simply containers like with arugula and a salad mix. The same thing, I pricked holes. The same thing that I did last year, kings and queens. I pricked holes for ventilation. And in the bottom, so there's an escape for the water. And I have some strawberry containers that I also did the same thing with. Well, actually, I didn't put any holes in these because, as you can see, they come with, I don't know if you can see it from there, but you see those little holes right there? Those square holes. And they have some in the top right there too. So these, I didn't have to do anything with these, thankfully. And these were from last year. I went to Home Depot. I think I went there for lumber at that time, and they had these outside that they were given away for free, so I took some. And this is what I took because I'm going to use these also for my seedlings. And of course, they come with the holes in the bottom. And I decided, because I don't know if I'm going to have enough to put all my seedlings in. These are from toilet paper, empty toilet paper rolls, and paper towels. So when we finished with the paper towels, the toilet paper, I asked everybody to save whatever they could. And this is what we got. Some of these small ones I cut into like maybe 2 or 3 pieces, paper towel, to make these. I'm going to show you actually what I've done to make these. So let me get one for you to show you. So I think this was a paper towel roll or a toilet paper roll. And that's what it is. I use a pair of scissors and I cut about maybe 5 or 6 slits. It depends. And then I just folded them inside. And there's a little hole right there, if you can see, where there is some space, little hole, so the water can come out when it needs to after watering. So here's an example, I'll show you. So you see the slits? You just one by one, you have your one finger in here, and one by one you just fold them in. Some of them might be longer than the other, but that's okay. And you just go along. until it comes out like that. And you save money on your gardening equipment and your planters. These can actually go right into the soil and break down into the soil. So let's get planting. So really quick, I'm gonna start off with the variety of tomatoes that I have. And some of them are in paper towels and some of them are in Ziploc baggies. These were washed, dried, and then put inside these bags and labeled, as you can see. But it was towards the end of the year when I was cleaning up the bottom of the garden beds, and there was tomatoes, of course, that fell into the ground and rotted. But I decided just to take up their seeds. And so, for an example, after they're washed, of course, if you guys remember, I put them in the paper towel. And so these have to come off the paper towel. We got to put them in the soil to start it. Here's another example. I have quite a few like that. So I have to remove these off the paper towels. And here's much more over here. These are all different types of tomato plants in these paper towels. These are, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, filled with different types of tomato seeds. I'm not going to use these. I've already went through the others already and chose what I wanted to plant this year.